So in this video, we're going to deploy our Streamlit application, and this video is good for you if you have never used Git or GitHub before. So I'm just going to show you a simple way to deploy the applications. If you have experience with Git and GitHub, you can watch the following video, which will take you through the right steps by using Git on your terminal and GitHub on the cloud. So in here, we're gonna go, and I'm just guessing, let's say we don't have a GitHub account and we'll need to create one. So we will go to github.com, and I just click on something by mistake, and then we can go to the right top corner here, which is under the camera probably, but click on sign up, and they're just gonna ask you for your email, password, username, and continue. Once you complete the sign up steps, you're going to be taken into your home or dashboard here. There might be another screen for signing up or something else they might ask you for, but somehow you're going to end up here in the dashboard. So once you're in the dashboard, what we're going to do, we're going to go and click on new here. So notice I'm in, click new here, and this is going to create a new repository. You can think of a repository as a bucket where we can store our code in the cloud. So we're gonna go and give this a name. I'm gonna call this test-chatbot. And here you will use any name that you want for your repository. So you can name it like Streamlit Chatbot app or something like that. You can give it a quick description, keep it public so other people can see it. And then you can click on add a README file. And a README file is just going to be a file that is going to have the details about the projects and the technologies, and maybe links to look at the live projects as well. So now we can click on create repository here. And in here we can see we have the README file. Right now we get a title. You can edit this here if you want. You can go here, and then you can say in here, you can also add a description and say Streamlit chatbot app, something like that, and then you can click on commit to commit the changes that you did to this file. And here we get a commit message already there. This is optional, so we can just click on commit, and then we can see that the changes have been saved. I'm gonna click back here again. There we go, and then we can see that we have updated the README file. We have some history here of the changes that we have done to this repository or to the code inside of the repository. So now how do we get the files that we have in our computer to this GitHub repo? So we're going to click here on add file, and then you can click on upload files. And then what we're going to drag in here is going to be from the project folder. So if you open up your project folder in your computer, we're going to drag in the requirements file and the app file. And that's everything we need in order to bring it up to the cloud. So I'm going to drag the requirements file, and then I'm going to drag the app file, and where's the file here? Let me drag that again. There you go. All right, now we have the app.py and requirements.txt. So I'm just gonna click here, added files, that's fine. Any commit message is fine. And then we're gonna go ahead and commit the files, which is kind of like saving the files. So we're gonna click commit changes. Everything gets uploaded in here. And now we can see that in the repository, we have a app.py, requirements.txt, and the README file that we created earlier. Now, all we need to do is go into the Streamlit Cloud, and then we're gonna go and sign up. So if you go, let me open a new Cognito tab, and if we go to Streamlit, let's just go to streamlit.com, and then from here we can click on Cloud, and then we can click on Get Started. Once you go here, you're going to sign in, and when you click sign in, and they're going to ask you to sign in with your GitHub account. So now that we have a GitHub account, you can click here, and this is recommended because you have to give Streamlit Cloud access to your repo so we can get the code and deploy the code in the platform. So I'm gonna go into my account here. So once you sign up, you're gonna end up in, again, like the dashboard here where you can see my apps. You can go on the top right, which you might not be able to see because the camera is there, but click where it says create app, and then you're gonna get this menu. We're gonna deploy from GitHub, so deploy now. And then here we need to search. You might get a option to authorize Streamlit to look at your repos. You can authorize Streamlit to look at all your repos, so in the future you can deploy any other apps. So basically we just need to now search for the project or the repo we want to deploy. So I'm gonna search for test-chatbot. I think it was. Yes, right here. So test, capital T, test chatbot here. We can pick it. And then once you select the repo you want to deploy, it's going to look at the branch that you are deploying from, which is the main. You can double check this information here because you have different branches to deploy from. And then the main file name for our app is app.py. So we just need to make sure the name matches here. Or you can just select it here. And then here you can create your own domain name or subdomain name, which is going to end up with .streamlit.app. So you can call it anything you want here, but it needs to be unique. So we can call it test chatbot. And then let's say test Groq chatbot or something like that. You can name this anything you want with your name or your initials at the beginning to make it more unique. I think the only thing that you can have is the name Streamlit inside of the name here. So the last thing we got to do is click on advanced settings. And in advanced settings, we just need to copy our API key that we have inside of this secrets file. So just go into the file, copy everything, the key equals, and then the string with the value, and paste it in here just like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause this. I'm gonna copy and paste it and click save. All right, once you copy and paste the API key or the environment variable over to that file, you can go ahead and click deploy. Now this is going to pull all your code from your repository and is going to deploy the application into the Streamlit cloud, into their platform. And this is just going to take a few seconds because the app is pretty small. So pretty sure it's going to be done any second now, which is now. There we go. So now we have this domain name that we can share with anyone we want to show our project to. You can also click share here. You can send it through email, social media, embed it somewhere in another app. People have access to your GitHub repository. You can edit some of the stuff in here. You can manage your app from here. You can see other logs, and if you need to go to the settings, you can click on the 3 dots and go into the settings in here, which is going to open up this pop-up, and then it's going to show you the secrets and all the configuration that we did. So now there we go. That's everything you need to do in order to deploy your applications. Now, when other people will go to the website and see it, they're of course not going to see this manage app because this is for you because you're logged in. But here we can do a quick test and say hello, and we get the response back right away. And there you go. Beautiful. So congratulations, you have deployed your Streamlit apps without the need to do anything on the terminal or anything like that. Again, in the next video after this one, if you know Git and GitHub, you should watch that one so you can see how to deploy it from there as well. Thank you for watching.